Today we are unboxing a brand new aquarium from Fluval. This is the SHAKER Aquarium. This particular one will be the 252, but there is another model which is our 168. The main differences between the 252 and the 168 is simply obviously the size of the tank itself. The cabinet is slightly different and the equipment inside, such as the heater, filter and lighting, is a slightly smaller model on the 168 than you get in the 252. However, they'll be very similar. So in this video we're just going to be doing a quick unboxing, and I'm going to set up the cabinet. We'll have a look at the tank in some brief detail. I will do a bigger and more in-depth review later on when I have the tank all set up. You can see my box is a little bit beaten, and that's because on the pallet when it arrived it was a bit wet, so I guess it had been sitting in the rain at the shipping depot. Also my cabinet here, here we can see the difference in the cabinet. So this one is the 252 and this one would be the 168, and you can see on the 252 we've got an extra drawer and some shelving units, but otherwise the same. Hopefully my cabinet's in good condition because this is how it was delivered. Obviously it was wet though, so I'm fingers crossed that there's no water damage to the cabinet inside. So let's have a look inside of the aquarium box and we'll see what you get if you buy one of these. So firstly we have a little bit of packaging which we'll just remove, get rid of that, and oh, snap that one, get rid of that. We have the lid. Now this lid looks to be acrylic as opposed to glass, which I prefer actually because glass can break quite easily. I'm always breaking glass slides. Acrylic won't. It's got a protective film on it, and underneath you can see it's actually coloured black. So we're assuming then the light will be going underneath of the acrylic slides as opposed to above. Once I've removed that label we can see that they just slide like that. So they're a sliding tray rather than a flap like other tanks have. And inside the box you can see how it arrives and what you get. So straight away we can see that we get a filter, and this is a Fluval 307. On the 168 I believe you get a 207. Both very, very good filters, external canister filters rather than internal canister filters, and the reason being is that this tank is drilled so that you can put the filter unit straight from the cabinet into the aquarium without having hoses going over the back of the tank or anything like that. So really nice and neat. We also have a heater. So this is the Fluval M300 300 watts, more than capable of keeping this aquarium warm. We have what looks like a power supply. Yes, so I imagine that will be for the lighting. We have some clips. So you have some cable management clips. So these are a really nice feature. Basically you can use these to put around the edge so that when you have your lighting and other things, heater and stuff in here, you can make sure the cabling goes around the edge, and then the large block there is to manage all your cables into one sort of area, and then they can go out through the back of the tank. We'll have a look at that a bit later in a bit closer detail because it's a really cool little feature. And then we have our instruction manual. I would imagine that's going to tell you all about the clips and the lighting and the filtration, etc. in many different languages. And finally we have our lighting, which is a Fluval Aquasky, but it's a Fluval Aquasky not like I have seen before because it's in silver. Let's just get it out of this bubble wrap and have a closer look. So here we are out the bubble wrap, and we can see that it is a 24 watt portable luminaire, but it's an Aquasky essentially. IP67, so no worries about water ingress from dropping it in the tank or from any condensation. It feels like aluminium, which is a nice solid metal. So here we can see the LEDs. Lots of them in a big row, multicolored, and there's RGB on here, so we can actually change the color with the Bluetooth app, and a nice solid covering. It feels like glass, but I'm not going to believe it is glass, but it definitely feels a lot more solid than other coverings on other LEDs, and also an extremely long cable, so no worries about this cable reaching your plug sockets. And on the end of the lights we can see the mounting system, so it actually fits into the underside of the lid, and both of these mounts go onto this mounting bracket here. And what this allows you to do is obviously move the light around, but also what it means is you could add another LED into this system, because all of the other Fluval lights, like the plant light, the marine light and aqua skies, have a mounting bracket that would fit into this area as well. So you can add extra lighting to this tank should you wish. The next step in this video is I'm going to have to build this cabinet, and then we'll put the tank on top and have another look at the whole thing in its built state. All the cabinets for these aquariums come flat packed. So this is all the parts from the build for the cabinet. There are quite a few different sections to this cabinet. However, having done cabinets like this before, just a matter of following the instructions and taking your time, because it isn't unknown to get panels the wrong way and things like that. So here we have the completed cabinet and tank. You can see I've gone for the grey, but there is an oak version available, and I kind of feel that the oak version will probably be the most popular because oak tends to be that way. But I like the grey one, it really fits in with the colour scheme of my shed. I haven't put the lid surround on yet. So I wanted to show you the thickness of the glass because I was surprised by it. In fact, the front and back panel of the glass is 10 millimeters thick, and it's a nice smooth glass. It's been rounded off really nicely. The same with the side panels, but the side panels are 7 millimeters as opposed to 10 millimeters. But it's really nicely finished. Also, it's finished with a nice black silicone, so really smart looking. So here's the tank with the cover trays and the top bit of wood there fitted. You'll notice it's an open top, but the cover trays are black, so it stops any light from coming out of the top of the tank as well. You don't get any light overspill. Really nice, neat feature, because a lot of these cover trays are glass or see-through acrylic, and you get all this light coming out the top of the tank. Doesn't happen in this one. In terms of the cabinet, you can see that there are two cupboards. This one, for some reason, I've got a soft close hinge. This one, I'm missing a soft close hinge. I've got 3 normal hinges and 1 soft close. You can see there. So I'm assuming I was supposed to get another soft close hinge for the other side, but regardless of that, I've got enough hinges to make it work. In terms of the drawers, bit of a funny thing because only one of them is a real drawer, which I think people might not like. I don't really mind, but I suppose if you're buying this online and you see 3 drawers, you're going to expect 3 working drawers, but 2 of them are aesthetic. Let me know what you think about that in the comments below. But overall, I think this is a really attractive looking aquarium. As I said, I'm going to do a full review and setup of this in another video. This is just a really quick unboxing, show you what you get if you were to buy one of these, and just to have a look really quickly. So make sure you subscribe to my channel to see the next video where we'll really go into a bit more depth on this particular tank. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, leave a like. Once again, thanks for watching and happy fish keeping.